WWE superstars usually have to follow the script whether they like it or not, but sometimes they make their displeasure and anger known to the management backstage. And obviously, things get heated. I'm Emily May, and here are 5 times WWE superstars got furious backstage. Number 5, Roman Reigns is not happy. At Survivor Series War Games, the Bloodline took on the Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens, in a grueling affair. The Tribal Chief was the last entrant in the match and led the Bloodline to victory. However, following the match, Fightful Select reported that Roman Reigns was not happy with Kevin Owens. He felt that the agreed upon spot between them previously was changed, and this reportedly made Roman mad. The report further said that as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion walked backstage, he mentioned possibly having a ruptured eardrum. His outburst was said to have been expletive-filled. It was clear to everyone that Reigns wasn't happy. Number 4, Brock Lesnar throws his title belt. Back when Vince McMahon was still in charge of WWE, it was common knowledge that you don't cross the boss. Looks like Brock Lesnar didn't get the memo, or even if he did, could anyone have stopped him from doing what he wanted? After winning his Universal title match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 34, Brock was seen walking into the gorilla position, and he wasn't happy. A video went viral that showed him violently throwing his title belt at Vince McMahon, who was sitting there with the production team. Reports emerged that Lesnar was not happy with his booking as he wanted to go back to UFC to compete, and hence wanted to drop the title to Reigns. But at the last minute, McMahon changed the outcome of his match and awarded him the victory. Lesnar's UFC plans were halted, and he clearly didn't like it. Number 3, Sasha Banks and Naomi walk out. It's been an insane year for wrestling fans, and one of the most talked about things was Sasha Banks and Naomi's walkout from WWE. On the May 16th episode of Raw, Sasha and Naomi were booked in a match in the main event of the show. However, WWE reported that during the broadcast, the two walked into the head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis' office, and placed their tag titles on his desk. They claimed that they were not being respected as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and were also uncomfortable with 2 of their opponents in the match that night. WWE noted that Sasha and Naomi had performed with those wrestlers previously as well without an issue. However, the duo walked out of the live show and apparently the company itself. WWE ended up suspending them both. Number 2, Shane McMahon's power trip. The Royal Rumble event left a lot to be desired amongst the fans, and reports soon came out suggesting that it was due to Shane McMahon's influence. McMahon made a surprise return to this year's Rumble match at number 28. Reports suggested that Shane had tried to book the entire Rumble match around himself, which caused a lot of chaos. He pitched entering at number 1 and also wanted to switch places with Randy Orton. However, Vince McMahon was not happy with his son's antics and decided to ignore Shane's suggestions. It was rumored that Shane was to be involved in the Elimination Chamber event as well as WrestleMania 38 this year, but his actions at the Royal Rumble made him lose that spot. Reports even emerged that he's been let go from WWE. While his departure was not officially confirmed, we haven't seen Shane since the Rumble. Number 1, Bret Hart punches Mr. McMahon. The wrestling world was left shocked in 1997 when Shawn Michaels defeated Bret Hart by submission to win the WWE title without Bret ever tapping. The incident, famously dubbed the Montreal Screwjob, happened at Survivor Series that year as Vince McMahon ended up screwing Bret Hart out of the title. Bret was set to leave WWE for WCW, but he was still the WWE champion. According to reports, the vision of how Hart would exit and drop the WWE title couldn't be settled between him and McMahon. Hence, the boss played dirty and got Bret screwed out of the title in his hometown, Montreal. Fans saw Bret spitting on Vince McMahon's face on TV, but what they didn't get to see was what happened backstage. Vince confronted Bret after the match and reportedly offered Bret to take a shot at him. Bret actually knocked Vince out cold with a swift uppercut. The scar was even visible on McMahon's face when he appeared on Raw following night.